Well, all right. How about we dive in with another reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays book by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers for May 27th, the day of Driven Dedication. We got us a picture of what looks like a beetle with a basket on its back. Driven Dedication, I suppose. Hey, is today May 27th and it's your birthday? Well, if it is, I just want to say happy birthday. And if this video finds you long after that has happened, well, I hope you had a happy birthday. For everyone else joining us just out of randomness or curiosity, I just want to say welcome, and I hope you enjoy yourself. All right, let's dive in, shall we? Your month is May, your day, the 27th. Your sign is 5 to 7 degrees Gemini of the Gemini I period, and your elemental qualities is mutable air. All right, May 27th, the day of Driven Dedication. May 27 people are of two types: those who devote themselves to a cause or social structure, and those who are dedicated to their own personal growth and development. In either case, those born in this day throw themselves headlong into their work and usually specialize in a chosen field of endeavor. Their greatest need is to communicate. Therefore, the completion of their task usually includes a powerful presentation of the final product to the world. Not ones to keep silent in general, they state their opinion in sharp, outspoken terms. Those born this day may devote their whole life to working for their family or a social group, or to developing their personal talents, but rarely to both. This is a strictly either-or situation. Those who are taken up with themselves lack the social connection, and those devoted to working with others often bury their personal talents. However, in either case, their efforts are imbued with enthusiasm and passion. There is a key point in the lives of most May 27 people, around the first Saturn return, age 28 to 30, or at the midlife crisis, age 40 to 44, where an important decision is made regarding career. This choice is generally permanent and rarely abandoned. May 27 people often have wild and wacky view of the world. Indeed, their zany sense of humor can cause consternation, as they are not averse to sharing their thoughts whenever moved to do so. It is less a lack of tact or diplomacy, but rather poor timing, which can put others off. Because May 27 people are generally so absorbed in their presentation, they may misjudge their audience. Whether outrageous personalities or conservative ones, those born this day exercise great influence on others, but the reactions they provoke are often bewildering to them. Consequently, they may end up completely ignoring what their critics have to say. So dedicated are May 27 people to what they do. They can persevere for years without recognition, and thus stand a good chance of succeeding. On the other hand, they can be blind to their shortcomings and often act as if they don't care. Typically, those born this day achieve their greatest success away from their birthplace, and may feel the need to travel to other locations, where they become adopted citizens. Living away from home presents some difficulties, but surmounting obstacles, innovating, and overcoming challenges in a new situation are May 27's specialties. During their non-working hours, they will seek to enjoy themselves, and the variety offered by new locations will suit them well in this respect. All right, let's move on to those born on this day. But don't click away too quickly. You can just advance in the chapters to your numbers and planets, tarot and advice and health and etc. But I feel it's important we get on with those born on this day so we know what company May 27 people are in. All right, we have Isadora Duncan, who was a modern dance pioneer, rose from poverty but was killed when her shawl was caught in the wheel of her sports car. We also have Hubert Humphrey, U.S. Vice President, Democratic presidential candidate. We have Henry Kissinger, U.S. Vice President and Democratic presidential candidate. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. He was the German-born U.S. presidential advisor, Nixon, I believe, Secretary of State, and a Nobel Peace Prize winner. We have Jay Gould, a 19th century financier, robber baron, and he controlled the stock market. We have Wild Bill Hickok, who's a U.S. Marshal, a frontiersman. He brought law and order to the frontier towns. But he was dead at the age of 39 as he was shot in the back playing poker. We have Julia Ward Howe, a 19th century author, a feminist, and a philanthropist. Amelia Jenks Bloomer, a 19th century women's rights activist and inventor of bloomers. We have Dashiell Hammett, a mystery story writer, and a Sam Spade creator of the Maltese Falcon. We have Sam Snead, golf champion, British Open, 3-time Masters PGA winning career leader. Let's see, Jorge Renault was a French expressionist, or was it Georges Renault? French expressionist painter. Yasuhiro Nakasone, Japanese prime minister. We got John Barth, who was a novelist of Gill's Goat Boy. We have Vincent Price, the horror film actor. And he was also an art collector, apparently. We have Christopher Lee, who was also a horror film actor. We have Rachel Carson, who was, Rochelle Carson, rather. She was a marine biologist and a science writer of the sea around us. We have Herman Wouk, who was a novelist of the Caine Mutiny court-martial. Louis Gossett Jr., who was a stage, TV, film actor. Harlan J. Ellison, a science fiction writer. And then Edwin Morris, historian, presidential biographer. And William S. Sessions, who was an FBI director. All right, moving on to your numbers and your planets. Those born on the 27th of the month are ruled by the number 9, as 2 plus 7 equals 9, and by the planet Mars. The number 9 is powerful in its influence on other numbers, as any number added to 9 yields the same number, as in 5 plus 9 equals 14, and 4 plus 1 equals 5. Any number multiplied by 9 yields a 9. An example, 9 times 5 is 45, and 4 plus 5 is 9. And May 27 people are similarly able to influence those around them. The planet Mars is forceful and aggressive, given added intensity through Mercury's rulership of Gemini, and embodies male energy. May 27 women in particular may strike others as pushy. All right, let's get into your tarot, shall we? The 9th card of the major arcana is the Hermit, depicted as a wise man carrying a lantern and a stick. The Hermit is a taskmaster who uses conscience to keep others on their path. The card traditionally represents meditation, isolation, and silence. The positive side of this card is stick-to-itiveness, purpose, profundity, and concentration. Negative meanings include dogmatism, intolerance, mistrust, and discouragement. The Hermit should remind May 27 people of the need for periodic self-examination. Moving on to your health. May 27 people are often too absorbed in their work to worry about exercise, unless, of course, their work is sport or physical education. Likewise, when May 27 people take an active interest in cooking, they look to their needs and those of others quite well. Otherwise, forget it. Those born on this day usually have a relaxed attitude towards smoking and drinking, and their indulgence will only need to be curtailed if it gets out of hand. May 27 people actively seek to enjoy themselves during their off time, and they tend to work hard and play hard. The greatest concern to May 27 people is periodic depression, which causes them to withdraw from this world. And this depression can be heralded by outbreaks of allergic symptoms. Like all Geminis, those born on May 27 must learn to keep their active nervous systems on an even keel. Here is your advice. Even if you do not listen to the criticism of others, pay heed to your conscience and let the higher self guide you. Don't push yourself so hard. Take frequent vacations and be aware of the reactions you elicit. Don't overlook your faults so easily. Here is your meditation. Many people learned in the 60s that we can only change the world by changing ourselves. All right, your strengths and your weaknesses. You're humorous, persistent, and sophisticated. Your weaknesses, tactless, lacking self-criticism, depressive. Your season is spring, your zodiac sign is Gemini, Gemini 1 specifically, and your element qualities is mutable air. And this has been May 27th, the day of Driven Dedication, from the Secret Language of Birthdays book by Gary Goldschneider and Joost. I have an affiliate link for this book down in the descriptor. This makes a great conversation starter at parties, or if you have somebody visiting, just break this bad boy out and get the conversation started. All right, there's over 1 million copies sold for a reason. In any event, if today was your birthday, I just want to say happy birthday. And for everyone else who's just joining us, I hope you enjoyed yourself and you join us for your birthday. All right, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next reading from the Secret Language of Birthdays. That's right, probably May 28th, one assumes.